Hilfiger. This is the Star Report. Thursday evening, I am your host, the illustrious and praiseworthy Star, which stands for Strange Thoughts and Revelations. Okay, welcome aboard. I had a very productive day, a good day here in the Atlanta metro area. I'm in Woodstock, to be precise. But I went to that Publix supermarket where, Mammy and I had that standoff, and then a week or two prior, she said to me, "You don't fit in around here." Now, I did not see her today, but I went to that Publix supermarket again, which is maybe 6 miles away from where I live. And another mammy rolled her eyes at me. Give me a minute. I want to set this show up, and then I'll talk about that. I'm not having a tough time with Mammy. I'm just, I'm enjoying it, to be honest with you, but give me a little time, all right? My show for tonight, the massive brawl. Oh, it was a brawl. Orlando, Florida. The Magic Kingdom, to be precise, at Disney World. The video footage, well, some of the footage is in my community section. What do you think? Is this bad timing? Is this just due to the heat? Some woman forgot her cell phone. This is how it popped off. She forgot her cell phone. She was in line, according to reports, TMZ and other sources, and she went to a nearby wheelchair to get her phone, or someone's phone. Came back in the line, and somebody wasn't trying to hear it. So, the fisticuffs, came out. We have what we have. A few people were arrested, and somebody did go to the hospital. Is this regular shit, troll babies? I think the timing is bad, though. I will say that. The little black babies, the females in Pennsylvania, the whole Sesame Place thing with Rosita, just bad timing. But that's my main story tonight because I do premium black news, as you should know, all right? Showrunner, give me a second. I want to lay something out. We've had that discussion before. I think the last time we discussed that was 6 or 7 years ago, to be honest with you. I want to revisit the question. It's a very broad question, but I want you to be more precise because I'm dealing with a different generation now. When I was born, where I was raised, I don't want to go too far back, but I became very accepting of other people's lifestyles when I moved to New York, late 1981. And I have friends who just happen to be gay. They're not my gay friends. They're my friends. They just happen to be gay. Great people. And they convinced me, along with other things that I witnessed and learned, and I believed that people were born gay. I'm not too sure now. If you're new to this show, I am a low-budget sociologist. Low budget and a high school dropout. But I went to some great schools in New Jersey, public and private. Now, let me try and lay this out, and then I want you to join the conversation, possibly educate me. Here in the Atlanta metro area, you have a massive amount of gay black males. A massive amount. Whether you think that's a good thing or not, I don't know. Whatever your preference is. I'm heterosexual. I'm only gonna say that one time. I don't care if you lick a hole or suck a pole. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm starting to witness what I think is black men, and again, I'm just focusing on black males for right now. We can go beyond Georgia and other states, and you can talk about Hispanic, white, Asian, what have you. I think that a lot of black males in Atlanta are assimilating to be gay. I don't think that all of them are truly gay. Combined with the reality, hang on a second, I got my notes for you tonight, as I always do. The reality, and you've heard me mention this before, of gay for pay. This is an entire industry. This is no longer a sub-genre. Gay for pay. Google it if you have the time, if you want to join the conversation in detail. This goes beyond just males and females doing porn, doing gay porn, and then claiming to be heterosexual. There's an entire industry now of customer service people. Customer service. Heterosexual people pretending and sounding gay or gay friendly, acting gay. Are gay people bothered by this? I think they are, because in terms of film roles, again, I'm talking about this industry. Yeah, I've seen gay stories and gay people claiming that, a heterosexual person should not get a lead role playing a gay person. Now, I forget that whole, what was that film? Brokeback Mountain, folks? Who was that? Was that Heath Ledger? And what was the other guy's name in Brokeback Mountain? I couldn't watch that. I watched maybe 10 minutes of it and said, what the fuck? Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, they were kissing and groping each other. Did they have an actual sex scene? I don't know. Again, I couldn't watch it. But this is an industry. And now we have, or we had most recently, the singer Tank. Was Tank trolling, or did we not understand what Tank was saying? Tank said if you take a tool in your throat, it doesn't mean you're gay. Now, in my world, let me fix my drink, hold on a second. Troll babies, did I say good evening to you guys yet? Salute, cheers. In my world, if another man plows you or rams you, or if a woman pegs you, you're gay. You're gay, my nigga. Now, again, I don't give a goddamn if you're gay. And let me try and help some of you who you've allowed other people to corner you or pin you down, so to speak. When they say, are you homophobic? Are you homophobic? All you have to say is, I don't care about your sexuality. I don't care. Anyway, so that's my showrunner. Are people born gay? And a little bit later, I'm going to tell you about a big black guy. Jesus Christ, this guy must have been 6'2" in Publix, serving the food back there with mammies. And this big nigga, he's got on Crocs, pants hanging off his ass, razor stubble, and he's talking to one of the mammies, and he was just doing all that extra shit. And I said, God damn, why so extra? Again, I don't care what your sexuality is, but I have to question now, is he acting? Is he really heterosexual? And to keep a job or to fit into society, he's playing gay. Now, it's different in different states, I'm sure, but that's my question. Are people born gay? Times are different. You might have a better insight than me, okay? Guys, sit tight on the phones. I see you. And let me say a salute to Big Aki. He sent it a donation yesterday. I did not get time to get to it, okay? And, okay, the phones are lit already. Troll babies, again, how you guys doing? Thank you for the emails. A couple of people hit me via DM with regards to Caesar Emmanuel. I think his government name is David. He has been arrested. Hang on a second. Let's put that hoe-ass nigga on blast, huh? Black Ink star, former Black Ink star, Caesar Emmanuel, arrested. Salute to the South Fulton Police Department. Yeah, according to TMZ, he's facing 2 misdemeanor charges of animal cruelty and 1 felony charge of aggravated cruelty to animals. Folks, if you don't know, I'm a proud doggy daddy for 4 decades. I've got a bunch of stray cats in my backyard. I feed them from time to time, but they're surplus killers, so they feed themselves. I've got a couple of foxes that come in and out of the goddamn yard. I love animals. And I try not to overfeed animals because they need to feed and hunt for themselves, but I'm an animal lover. I can watch blacks, whites, Hispanics, and Asians get shot, stabbed, beat to death, and set ablaze, and I won't even blink. But if you hit an animal, I have got an issue with you. Caesar Emanuel, in my opinion, is Michael Vick 2.0. Yes, no, maybe? I've never seen Michael Vick, former NFL quarterback. I've never seen him put hands or feet on a dog, but he went to jail. Hold on a second. And let me just say once again, salute to this beautiful website that broke the story. Hold on a second. Where are my notes? Jesus Christ. On Instagram, Gossip of the City T. What a wonderful platform on Instagram. Please subscribe. Tell them I sent you. They broke this story. Someone filmed this hoe ass nigga on a ring cam, breaking a metal folding chair over the head, bang, of a small dog. Troll babies, where is the dog? Have we got any intel on the dog? Is the dog okay? Is the dog deceased? Did he do away with the dog? I want to know where is the dog, all right? Okay. Otherwise, let me just make sure that I am promoting this. Oh, this hottie, and she's got some good tracks. Today it drops. Pardon me, tomorrow. Asian Doll. Let's do a drill, okay? That's one of my sponsors tonight. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Sit tight, guys. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Cash apps from yesterday. Joanza, I got your donation. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, I got your email. You sent me something about some type of video. Well, I didn't see the video. Oakland, California, the police ran up in somebody's home and beat him half to death. The picture looks crazy. Can you send me the video, sir? Please, Mr. Controversy. Thank you for tapping in, all right? OG, I got your donation. Stars white side showing by loving animals more than people. Pay attention, LMAO. That's a whole fact, sir. That's a whole fact. I've told you that for years, sir. I can watch a nigga get shot, beat, and stomped. And I won't... you already know. Okay, sit tight a second. Let me go to area code 610 early. I think that's one of my trolls. Hey, 610, are you there? Good evening.
Hey, Star, what's going on?
How are you? How are you, sir? We're talking about a bunch of things tonight. We're going to get to Ricky Martin later. But are you up to speed on the Disney World brawl?
No. So that's not the Disney World thing, but you mentioned something that was so deep to me. You said that in Atlanta, you're noticing that a lot of cats, especially younger cats, you don't actually believe that they're authentically gay.
Right.
You said that you believe they're assimilating into homosexuality for whatever reason.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting. Do you believe that homosexuality is conducive to black progress, or are you just kind of in the middle on that?
You know, I'm not sure anymore. How old are you and where are you calling from? Can we have a serious conversation?
Yep. Yeah, I'm 26, calling out of Philly.
Okay. You know, when I was born, 64, throughout the 70s, we were taught that homosexuality was wrong. In 1973, it was declassified as a mental disorder. When I moved to New York, I was homophobic until I met some guys who were really cool, and we became friends, and I didn't even know that they were Banji boys. Banji boys, that was the old terminology before homo thugs. I respected these guys, they respected me, they never hit on me. You know what I'm saying? I respected them as human beings, so I became more accepting and more sensible towards other people's preferences and lifestyles. I don't know now, because I do know that I am in the Atlanta metro area. It's thriving down here. It's popping, and that's a great thing. But I think that a lot of black males, in my opinion, are assimilating or acting to be gay. Now, whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know. You tell me. You're a much younger man.
Yeah, so I think that, I hate to take the conversation here, but if you look at, how slavery impacted our current, I don't want to say our, because I know you're not a part of our, I know you're not a tribal, but when I say how slavery impacted the black situation today, there was a point in American history where it did benefit the black man to be passive and submissive.
That's a fact.
Maybe not from a general standpoint, but from an individual standpoint, if you bucked up, there was consequences that came with that.
Right.
And so I guess the reason that I was asking you that question is because in today's society, especially Atlanta, when you look at the huge venues, the shows, the stadiums, don't get it twisted, right? The same dynamic still exists where these employers would much, much rather have a submissive, smiling all the time kind of black man than somebody that's just standing on a square. So I guess to answer the question, it might be conducive to progress. I think it's kind of fugazi if you're faking the funk.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it might behoove the black man to flaunt his pussy, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Say that again. Say the ending part again. Say it again.
I said it may behoove the black man to flaunt his pussy in today's day and age. It just might.
Now, stay with me. Stay with me.
You know what I mean?
Stay with me. Now we're laughing, but I don't know whether this is a good or a bad thing because progress is progress. I'm a capitalist. Capitalism has no moral base. So who am I to say you should or shouldn't pretend to be gay or, to advance yourself? Now, if you let someone put a saddle on you and ram you, you're gay. But do we even care about that? Maybe what you're saying makes more sense. Maybe progress can be obtained by pretending to be gay. I don't think Lil Nas X is gay. I think he's trolling the fuck out of all of us.
Well, I mean, he did tongue kiss somebody on stage at the BET Awards, so I feel like he kind of crossed that line when he did that. But to your point, though, there's definitely some validity to that because if anybody's familiar with the battle rapper Daylight out of South Central Los Angeles,
good guy, I know him well.
Part of Los Angeles.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's a dope lyricist. He was on Vlad TV's most recent interview admitting that to advance his career, he played gay. Yeah. He wasn't gay, but he would get on, on TV and say all these homosexual.
He said crazy shit about Diddy. Last time I checked, he had a fine-ass wife. A fine-ass wife.
Yes. And kids.
And kids.
And kids.
I'm not saying the kids are fine. Let me slow that down. But, so I'm just asking the question, are people born gay? Can you answer that? People born gay. Maybe I've had it wrong.
I don't believe in being born anything that is not tangible in terms of I don't believe that people can be born gay just like people can't be born an asshole or a nice person. I think that's a progressive conditioning from the time that you get into this metaphysical to the time that you die. You learn things over time. You see things. You're exposed to things. So I don't think anybody's born like that.
Okay.
It's just a matter of what you're exposed to. So yeah, but I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate you picking up.
Thank you for tapping in. And if you find yourself in Atlanta, you may have to flaunt your pussy, respectfully.
All right, one nigga won.
One. Shit is real down here. Hang on a second. I got a couple of calls. Wait a minute. I think I know this number. Area code 202. Can you give me your name and then hold?
Oh, yeah.
Is this?
Oh, yeah. What's going on, man?
Is that Aaron?
Correct.
Okay. Sit tight. I'll be right back. Stay there. Can you hang on? Hang on.
All right.
Okay. Aaron's on the line. Folks, please do not let me forget to ride on this nigga tonight, Caesar Emmanuel. I think his government name is David. And let me just say, God bless the queen that used to date him. She did not set this nigga up. I saw this hoe ass nigga talking about it's a setup. No, nigga, we saw you whack a small dog with a goddamn chair. I don't care who set you up or who you think set you up. They filmed your dumb ass. I See Zombies sends a donation. Did you see the body cam video of chicken in Orlando resisting arrest? Are you talking about the brawl, sir? If you're not talking about the brawl, can you send me the link that you're talking about? I saw a bunch of videos today. TJ Tappinen had a standoff with white mammy with 4 teeth at the Walmart in Linden, New Jersey. Really? Okay. Thank you for chiming in. Aaron, good evening, sir. I've got a few topics. Where do you want to chime in? Aaron.
Go ahead and pick them, man. Go ahead and pick them.
Well,
you definitely got some.
I want to talk about the main topic first, the brawl at Disney World in Orlando, something to do with the cell phone. Then you had a bunch of big bone mammies, just getting down for their crown, extensions flying everywhere, people falling down. Somebody had to be restrained, and one person, according to TMZ, has been put in the hospital. Let's start there, please. Start there.
Just another day at Disneyland, I guess, right? I with the story like this, I don't know why people at Sesame Street would stay away. I mean, these people are such guiding lights to the community. They build such great neighborhoods. They're pillars in our education system, beacons in our justice system.
Right.
And, reputation is real, okay? Reputation is real. All right. 80, 90 years ago, right? Certain people would get sit down by their grandfathers and their great-grandfathers, and they would be told that what you do out here in the world reflects everyone that looks like you.
Right.
Stereotypes exist for a reason.
That's right.
And people cannot be surprised, right, when those grandfathers die off and that tradition of excellence has been wiped away, that now people have a reputation where some people, including Muppets, don't want to be around you. Not justifying it at all. Right. Not saying that it's something that should be justified, but reputation is real. Mm-hmm. Reputation. I just wish, I wish more people would care about their social reputation and standing amongst others as they would amongst their own communities and inner cities.
All right, now hang on a second. Stay with me, Aaron. You and I have not spoken about the Rosita Sesame Street debacle. What I didn't think about, or I don't think I mentioned this on my 2 previous shows, were the little girls, innocent little girls, were they trying to get a hug from Rosita, and Rosita said, no, I cannot hug you? Or does Rosita give high fives?
It looked like she was waving them away.
Well, no. I don't know. Hang on. Clearly waving them away, but maybe the kids were saying, give me a hug. And it's against policy to hug the kids. I don't know. Did we consider that?
You can at least give them a 5, I guess. You can give them a 5.
Yeah, I can give you a 5, Shamika, but I can't hug you. It's hot as hell in this costume, and I don't want to catch a charge, groping a child. So maybe the policy was no hugs, high five only. What do you think? Go ahead.
That may be interesting. I mean, I think people are going to get down to the bottom of this, hopefully sooner rather than later, because it's caused such a flurry online. But listen, when I was a kid, I went to this place called the Universal Circus. Okay, I don't know if you ever went there, but
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you have an issue,
I had an issue.
If you have an issue,
I had an issue there. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, if you have an issue, go to the Universal Circus. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd love your money. I'm pretty sure they I don't think all the kids would get hugs there either, but if your kids didn't get a hug, the shade room and spiritual word definitely wouldn't put that up, because it's all some of this stuff is legitimate and some of it is a grip. Like as a kid, I went to like I don't think it was like the first one, but I do remember as a kid going to that. I do remember like there's a bunch of us, everybody in my family, we all went to that. So I mean, listen, I think people need to stop picking and choosing. This is the thing. Not saying what Sesame Street did is right. If there's an issue there, there's an issue there, right? But some people need to stop picking and choosing when we care about children and affection that children are receiving. Okay.
Okay.
Because a lot of them kids, is there a Sesame Street Dad Day, and them girls don't get hugs from their dads, and now we got FNF all over the radio. So like, let's listen. Rosita is not real,
Rosita.
but Taekwon's father is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hang on a second. I want to shift to the showrunner for a second. You are a young Republican, 31. I forget, 31 or 32.
Correct.
Okay.
31.
Are people born gay? I'm feeling different about this now. I mean, I don't care what your sexuality is, but here in the Atlanta area, it's very zesty, it's very spicy, and I think that we've got an influx of black males who are assimilating or pretending to be gay. What say you, Aaron?
Multiple things. Number one, the first answer to your question is no. No, I don't think that you're born that way.
Okay.
Second thing I would implore you to do, black women have lapped black men with the gay stuff. Like 1 in 4 black women, or 1 in 5 is gay. Like is a member of the LGBT. Like it is, you can't go throw a rock in Atlanta amongst 5 women and one of them's going to be dressed up like a man. I am absolutely serious. I get it. I think the late 90s, maybe the early 2000s, majority of the people that were gay were men. Black women now have like Mammy is now a stud, like literally, and it's like they have lapped black men with the LGBT stuff. But to go back to your point, no, I don't think it is, right? And I think the idea when people say, well, if that's what they like, we should just leave it alone because that's what they were born to like, and we shouldn't say anything about what somebody else is born to like. That is an absolute ridiculous argument, right? Okay. Because when black men like light-skinned women, they don't just tolerate that. When black men don't like overweight women, they don't just tolerate that. They're always trying to police men's preferences.
Yeah.
Okay, so men, I think everybody has the right to poke fun at somebody else's preferences. Everybody does. Everybody has the right to do that. And when you stop doing that, right, when you bind the strong man, chaos like Atlanta ensues.
When's the last time you've been to Atlanta, or have you ever been here? Atlanta, G.
Yeah, man. I went to Atlanta a couple years. I could never do what you do. I could never live there. I do not like the way. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't like the way black people treat each other in Atlanta. Everybody's lying to somebody else. Everybody's trying to finesse somebody else and get over on somebody else. Then the crime is out of control. Right. I don't like Atlanta. Like there's nothing.
I'm out of here next year. I'm out of here next year. But hang on a second.
You should be. I just don't.
Hang on. You brought up a very good point about black females. I've already had the discussion multiple times about black women allowing gay black men to be so spicy, zesty, going back to the 80s. Oh, girl, my best friend is gay. That was black women. They ushered in the bullshit. Black women will accept a gay black man calling them bitch. Bitch, please. Bitch, don't let me check you. That's okay. If a heterosexual man calls her a bitch, don't make me upset, bitch. Then it's an issue, yes? The word bitch, let's just take the word bitch for an example.
Yeah, no, it's gotten even worse. They'll even let the gay dudes grab their butts. They'll let the gay dudes fight them. They'll fight them up in the street, and they won't play the victim. Right. So when a straight man checks them and a gay man checks them, they'll run to the police on that straight man. But they'll let a gay. I'm telling you, it really is. Like I said, it's just chaos, man. And this is what happens when you allow tolerance. This is what happens when people say, you can just allow people to do whatever they want. But these people never just want to live in a silo. They never just want to, like I said before, they never just want to go be gay. They want to go out and they want to evangelize. I mean, you talk about Jesus. What's a bigger cult than the LGBT, than the church of LGBT? That's the biggest cult out there right now.
Yeah. Crazy. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Thank you for tapping in. I don't really want to focus on Ricky Martin, but, his nephew dropped the charges in case you have anything.
What?
Yeah. Nephew dropped
Wow. They kept it all in the family, I guess. He probably paid them off.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it soon, but good to hear from you, Aaron. Thank you, man, for your call.
All right, good to hear from you,
yes,
too.
Sir. Thank you.
All right, peace.
Aaron tapping in. Let me just say real quick, guys. Ricky Martin's nephew dropped the complaint in Puerto Rico in court today. Ricky Martin was not in court physically. He was on a Zoom. He didn't say anything. Ricky Martin didn't say anything. And if you know how the legal system works, all orders of protection get dropped at some point. They all get dismissed, especially if it's a temporary order of protection. It's going to get dismissed regardless of how, things, regardless of what is said, yada, yada, yada. But Ricky Martin's nephew dropped the complaint altogether. So combined with him dropping the complaint, hold on a second. When the hell's the goddamn story? Shit. Combined with him dropping the complaint and the order of protection, which was not renewed, that was a victory for Ricky Martin. I don't think I even printed that story out. If anybody cares, chime in. If not, we'll keep it pushing, all right? Let me promote some of my sponsors on the screen. www.urbangorilla.com. And homie, if you want to call in, man, shoot me an email. You are one of my sponsors. I want you to feel free to talk about your music, your platform, okay, on the screen, www.urbangorilla.com. That's what that stands for. All right, Blade, I got your donation. Okay, something about Chinese food. I'll check that out later, Blade. Thank you so much. Paul G, I got your donation. He says, big nigga, I'm on the line. Paul G, can you sit tight? I'll be right back. Paul G, sit tight. Paul G, you there? Can you hear me? Paul G.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sit
tight. I'm here, sir.
Okay, hold on. Okay, that's Johnny Too Cool. Barrington got your donation. Avery Johnson in 2019 put hands on Mammy at Disney. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Nat from Michigan tapping in, checking in from the woods of northern Michigan. Okay, thank you for your support. Gangster of Love, ask Rory how much did he pay for Britney. He might call in tonight. Gangster of Love, if you want to ask him yourself, but I thank you for your donation as always. Ricky Rick tapping in. God bless Daily Nigga News. Yeah, man. Thank you for your support, Ricky Rick. Curtis tapping in. F. Caesar, you don't touch dogs. That's a whole fact. Yeah. Mello says, the topic Zach Lee been waiting for. Big Purr. Okay. And, okay, I read that one already, Caesar. Hold on a second, guys. Stan, I got your donation. Jen from the block said FBA people wear their blackness like a scab. King Flex destroyed her for racist comments. Look it up. Yeah, she called in and spoke about this, so thank you for your donation. And she spoke about the scab comment here a couple of shows back. Thank you for your donation. Stan, okay. All right. 240, Johnny Too Cool. I know the voice. Is that you, Johnny?
Hell no. This is Mammy from Publix.
What's up, man? How you feel? Johnny Too Cool.
Nah. This is not Johnny Too Cool, man.
Okay.
This is Paul Picasso.
Okay.
Johnny Too Cool. He's here with me, actually.
Yeah, you guys get the same number, 240. How are you, man? What's cracking? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. About the gay stuff, I mean, I think it's like on the spectrum, you know? It's like low-key bussy and then like, you know, you're kind of gay and then like, you know, you're just out there like Lil Nas X. I think it works like that, you know? But that's how I say it works.
Well, listen, man, I don't know anymore, because, again, being here in the Atlanta metro area, a lot of these niggas are walking around zesty. Not that I give a goddamn what your sexual preference is, but, at the gym and Walmart, I'm starting to think that some of these guys are just trying to get into certain industries. So they're willing to take a poll. They're willing to take it deep and then claim to be heterosexual. This is not the place for a female to find love. Any thoughts on that, or you just want to troll?
Nah, I mean, I know that's a fact because I know you're in Atlanta and you be talking about it all the time. I've been to Atlanta maybe like one time, and I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I would say, they have their advantages, and they have, certain ways they can finesse in the Atlanta area and any other states that they may be in, or like big cities. So, okay. I mean, it makes sense to get money. I never met a poor gay guy, so they're getting the money. I can't hate.
Okay. Where's Johnny? Is he next to you? Can I talk to him for a second, Paul?
Yeah.
Good to talk to you, by the way, man. Thank you for your support. Paul,
hey, what up, Bambata?
Johnny, my nigga. How you feel, man?
I'm grooving right now. Good.
What are you grooving on? What are you grooving on? Keep it real. What are you grooving on?
Some rum and some Coke.
You doing it like that now? You just coming out and saying it like that? Shit.
Yeah, man, it's like that. A little bump here and then some rum. Yeah, I'm grooving right now.
Are you still with that girl? I mean, because when you fall back to the booger sugar, it's usually a sign that you and wifey broke up. You no longer with her?
Yeah. Well, me and Short we still intact.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She loved me.
Okay. Does she stop chin checking you? Because you had that issue for a while.
Nah, she ain't that reckless.
Okay.
She's chilling. She's chill.
My nigga, good to talk to you, man. You and Paul get that money tonight, all right? Salute.
Hey, yo, I wanted to...
Thank you, Johnny. Too cool. Chan, I got your donation via PayPal. Chan says, did you ever meet Monica Lynch in your day? Chan, Monica Lynch is one of my favorite people. We emailed each other, I think maybe 2 years ago, last time we had any contact. But Monica Lynch is very instrumental, along with Tom Silverman, Fat Man Scoop, and other people that were at Tommy Boy back in the early days. There was a guy named Terry who worked for Tommy Boy, and my old friend Dante Ross. Monica Lynch spent money with me when I started my magazine in 1992, Around the Way Connections. She purchased ads, and at the time it was just a small magazine. I think I was printing up 5,000 copies. She purchased the back page for like 4 issues. I used to go up to Tommy Boy, get a check from her, and she's great people, man. She's an icon. She's a very nice person. I have a Naughty by Nature plaque somewhere in my closet from Tommy Boy. Yeah, great person, man. Did you work with her? If not, thank you for your support, okay? Hold on, guys. Donation from yesterday. Speaking, okay. Okay, this is a donation from yesterday. DM says, speaking of exploitation from yesterday, which was worse, Bobby Shmurda's table dancing or Meek Mill's bunny hop? Worse? I think Meek Mill bunny hopping was that was embarrassing, on a personal note. He lost some type of bet. Was that tennis or something, Troll Babies? I forget. That was like, whoa, wow, my nigga, you're really playing yourself. Bobby Shmurda, the table dance was at Epic Records, if I'm not mistaken. He did that to seal a deal. He did that to seal a deal, and that was before he was sent sent away and so on and so forth. But if that answers your question, and thank you for your donation, all right? All right, back to the phone lines. Area code 313. Good evening. Good evening. The Disney World brawl in Orlando. Are you up to speed? Area code 313.
Oh, yeah, what's going on, Star? I saw it.
Yes, sir. Your thoughts? Your thoughts?
It was just niggas going wild. It was hard to see what exactly was going on. You know, I saw one black chick sneaking what looked to be like a Indian chick or Arab chick from behind. Mm-hmm. She snuck her a couple times. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what it was about. I guess it was, I read something said the black people cut in front of the people, the Indian people cut in front of them in line or something. Mm-hmm. But I'm just trying to figure out why the white dude was holding back the Indian dude. It's just, I don't know.
Well, hang on a second, sir. I appreciate the call. Never mind the details. To be objective, when black folks get to turning up, trashing Taco Bell, McDonald's, Chuck E. Cheese, that place in Bell Fries down on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, tearing up a goddamn place. Is it because they are more on edge? Are they more contentious? Are they more combative? Why? I mean, listen, white folks have their issues as well. Serial killing, cross-dressing, mass shootings. But with regards to brawls, is this what black people do? And we should just say, hey, that's what niggas do. That's what niggas do.
Yeah, I think that's what black people do. I think they get contentious and combative because they don't have the skills to cope with certain, high stress environments or just the stress of just regular uncertainty. Just how to just deal with the regular situation.
Can we blame white society? Can we sue anybody if we wig out? Can we say that? Can we say, hey, I lost it because I'm a descendant of slavery and I've been triggered, and along with therapy, I need a bag.
I mean, sure, yeah. I'm all about reparations. I think, and I'm only talking about reparations for foundational Black Americans. Right. I'm riding with Tariq on that one.
King Flex is my nigga. Hey, man, thank you for the call. Thank you. Yes, all sir. Right. Okay, thank you. I'm going someplace else tonight, folks. I'm embarrassed about this Orlando brawl at Disney World. Don't get me wrong. But those people don't represent me. I don't support tribalism. I feel bad for them tussling and fighting, something to do with the line. Looks like somebody's flinging a bottle. The Magic Kingdom at Disney World. What could have set you off like that? Is it the heat? Orlando's hot as hell. Troll babies, any reason that we can tell for this outburst? RS Reviews, I got your donation. Star, it's the tap water in the USA making them that way. It's been shown to change frogs' genitalia. Salute from London. Sir or ma'am, you may have a point. You may have a point. They're always putting something in the water, whether it's fluoride or some type of chemicals to decrease the pollution, Anybody want to comment on that? The water? Not to go too far back, but the messenger to the black man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, used to speak about, storing canned goods and bottled water, because he said when it's, well, I'm just going to paraphrase, when any type of race war kicks off, he says, be aware of the water first, and they are going to pollute the water in your communities. Can I get an amen from anybody who knows what I'm talking about? Or if you remember the messenger speaking about that, he used to talk about the water. Bottle your water, boil your water, and then bottle it. Okay, so someone said, no, nigga, you're crazy. Shut up. Jamal tapping in. Jamal says, I think Guyanese in 2022 is a trend, not biological. Guyanese or gayness? You spelled that wrong, sir. You spelled Guyanese. I think gayness in 2022 is a trend, not biological. Okay. Shit is different down here in the Atlanta metro area, okay? Forever Maryland, I got your email. Someone else sent me an email earlier. Hold on a second. Let me write this down. Black China has now accepted Jesus. Bless her heart, huh? I got the video. She's in the pool. Black China. She's now accepted Jesus as her personal savior. And supposedly she's no longer going to show her body on the internet. Thank you for reminding me, Forever Maryland, okay? And hold on a second. Houston, what's up, my nigga? Houston, where is your banner? Let me respond to Houston, goddamn. 908, is that Brooklyn Giggles? 908.
Hey, what's going on, Star? Can you hear me?
My nigga, how you feel, man? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you. Great show. I was hoping that you was gonna pick up so I could speak to Aaron while you were there, but it's all good.
Oh, you wanted to talk to Aaron? I spoke to him. What are you saying?
No, because his input was interesting. I wanted to add my 2 cents into the, are you born gay?
Oh, you wanted to be on the line with me and Aaron. You wanted to be inclusive.
Sorry, you funny. But all right, let me put my 2 cents into this topic.
Come on.
At one point, I used to believe people were not born gay. It was just the environment that they put themselves in. Like,
okay.
If they experience, if you had 3 older sisters and you were always around like flamboyant people or the environment you're in, you may end up being gay.
Okay.
That's what I used to think. Now, because I became more spiritual, it's much deeper than that. Much, much deeper.
Okay.
I think it's more of a generational curse. If you want to go the spiritual route, because I don't think people are necessarily born gay, or I don't think people are necessarily born to be, to do pedophilia or whatever.
Okay.
I think however your generation.
Let me help you out. You think it's a learned behavior. A learned behavior.
Yes,
that's the clinical term.
Behavior.
A learned behavior.
But it can be a learned behavior, but generational curses can be passed down to individuals, unfortunately, because we don't know what our great grandfathers did that could have been considered demonic, and it gets.
Well, hang on a second, Brooklyn Giggles. There were gay slaves. I've spoken about that before. There's documentation. You're talking to old nigga Star, and I can point you in the direction of certain sources with regards to gay slaves. We've had this discussion. So let's not do the mysticism, religion thing. Let's talk about what we see, what we think. So you don't think people are born gay. That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm at this point, I just don't think people are born gay. I think it's just passed down to them. But listen, I don't disagree with what you're saying when it comes to history. I mean, there was homosexuality has been out for millions of years. It's been out during the Roman era. You know,
You're African. Africans were gay. The original man was gay.
well,
Gay.
see, I knew you was gonna go there. Okay, you want to go there? Let's go there because I was watching Tariq Nasheed's that great documentary he had.
Sir, we're not going to bring other YouTube content creators into the conversation. Salute to King Flex. I want you to speak with what you think and what you know. Come on.
Well, when it comes to Africa and the history of homosexuality that started there, I know you're going to disagree with me when I say this, but the Catholics that came to Africa hundreds of years ago apparently brought that into Africa. We may agree or disagree.
You're a liar and a nigger, but go ahead. You're a liar.
Listen, even I know you don't want to bring up King Flex, but he even brought that out.
Okay, he can't speak on his own. Salute to Tariq Nasheed, but just speak from what you know, what you've researched, what you feel. You know? Objective perspective. Guys, on the screen, please follow on Instagram at Nisa F. Baby. As a matter of fact, let me text her because she wanted to call in. Where are you? Hold on. I'm live right now. 561, sit tight. 561, okay? Guys, on the screen, I want us to focus on this Disney World brawl in Orlando, Florida that just happened. Is this a regular occurrence due to people just being a little too on edge? Maybe the prices are extremely high at Disney World and other amusement parks. Maybe people are frustrated, combined with the heat, people playing on their goddamn phones, people not paying attention when it's their time to go. Maybe it's not a big deal after all. There was a brawl at Disney World. I mean, at least nobody got shot. Nobody got shot. White folks are going up into elementary schools, up in shooting out of hotels in Las Vegas. Don't ever forget that. Maybe it's not that deep. Maybe it wasn't a brawl. I saw multiple platforms. Massive brawl. Huh? I've seen Puerto Ricans in New York City getting it in. Slicing and dicing people, stabbing people. That's a brawl. Maybe this was just a scuffle. Maybe once again the goddamn media is trying to make it seem like black people are just animals. When in reality it's just, people trying to work it out. Hey, what are you doing? I spent $300 here on some expensive ass goddamn pizza, some chicken tenders, and you running out of line to go get a goddamn phone. Bitch! You got me all the way fucked up. Back and forth. Hey, Linda, I got your donation. Linda says, this character has a history of excluding POC. Okay, do you want to call in, Linda? Thank you for your donation. Brooklyn rapper Charles. Okay, I don't know I don't want to talk about no Brooklyn, New York shootings. I'm so tired of what's going on up in New York. I'm serious. ADP, got your donation for the machine, beloved. Thank you, fam. Hi, Nitch. Nitch says, don't most black men want their daughters to be gay? Oh, that's a great question. Nitch, I'm gonna keep it so real as I always do. I'm not sure how far you go back with my show, but I've gone on record and I've said I want 5 daughters, and out of the 5, I would want 3 of them to be gay. Bulldaggers, dykes, carpet munchers, seafood platter eaters. I think most males are not men, and I don't want my daughters marrying bum-ass males, whether they be black, white, Hispanic, what have you, Asian, you know? Very good point. Don't most black men want their daughters to be gay? Thank you for your donation. Andrew got your donation. This beats all the Chuck E. Cheese brawls. No, sir. We have to put respect. I hate to say it like this. We have to put respect on the Chuck E. Cheese brawls because Chuck E. Cheese and Waffle House, they get the ratchets out. And somebody gets shot at some point. Area code 561, good evening. 561, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Sir, you got to come to the phone or you're out of here. Come on. This is the guy with the Rush plaque. Give me a second. What's up, man?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
No, you're the guy who always calls in claiming you got the Rush Moving Pictures plaque. I got your number.
I do, but that's besides the point. I am from Florida. I've been to the Magic Kingdom in Orlando.
Okay.
So I'm from
Tell us all about it.
down here.
Tell us all about it.
But I saw a video and it doesn't seem like it was a brawl. It seemed like a discussion. And I've been to the parks growing up, and it looks like they still do what I don't want to put race behind it, but typically packs of black people wear those color coordinated, shirt coordinated, to identify themselves as a group. So I don't know what that's about, but it was a bunch of them.
Okay. You are originally from Long Island, New York, and you travel, yes? You're from Long Island, if I'm not mistaken.
You're snitching, but
So you're in the Florida area now, and you've been to the Magic Kingdom. What is that? Disney World or something like? Yeah, Disney World. How long have you been in that area?
Yeah, I can tell you're still transfixed about not buying my Rush album. That you still said you would be willing to trade, but you wouldn't pull the trigger.
Dude, you never sent the picture of the imaginary plaque that you claim to have. You never sent a picture.
I sent it to starinfo@gmail.com.
No, sir. No, sir. The hater, 1964@yahoo.com. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who have I been communicating with for the past 2 months?
I have no idea. I have no idea. A troll. Okay?
We'll put it on the screen, and I'll follow through with that. And hopefully,
well, hang on a second. Stay with me, because with all due respect, it sounds like you're on that booger sugar. The devil knows its own. Now, hang on a second. On the screen is my email address.
Yeah, I wouldn't say booger sugar, but I'm on the Zaza.
Oh, you're on that? You're on that?
On the Zaza,
Oh, shit.
The high grade, the top shelf.
Yeah.
I mean, they sell them in the gas stations now. Mm-hmm. Down here in Florida.
But what are you doing with it?
So,
what are you doing with it?
Well, I beg your pardon?
What are you doing with the Zaza? Are you doing a little, some type of flocka? They still got flocka down there, don't they? In Florida?
Nah, no. I mean, it's just high-grade weed, my friend. It's nothing what you're suggesting.
You're smoking Spice or K2. I can tell.
You tend to veer towards the homosexual, flavors, Mr. Rat.
This nigga smoking K2. Pay attention. All right, listen, man. There's my email address on the screen. Send me the picture that you claim to have. Thank you, man. Get out of here. He's got the Bobby Brown jaw going. I can tell. The devil knows its own. I had the Bobby Brown jaw for a decade, from 81 until 91, I used to go to work sometimes sweating profusely. And people would say, "Are you okay?" "Troy, are you okay?" Yeah, no, I got a cold. It's just, I'm okay. Can you open the window and cut the AC on? 40-degree weather. I'm talking about, oh, no, I got a cold, yada, yada, yada. TB, got your donation. Hold on a second. The greatest black, gay, and lesbian role models, James Baldwin and Angela Davis. Okay. My question, let me go back to the question here for those just now tuning in. And the showrunner, are people born gay? Again, I don't care what your sexual preference is. I don't give a goddamn. But here in the Atlanta area, I'm starting to think that a lot of these black guys are acting. They're trying to fit in. They're trying to get work. And, pardon me. If you have not Googled ever, Google gay for pay. Gay for pay. This is an industry. It's no longer just a subgenre. You have males and female actors, pornographic stars, or sex workers who identify as heterosexual, but who are paid to act or perform as homosexuals, professionally. And there's other things with regards to pop culture, go-go dancers. Was the rapper Jason Taylor, a.k.a. Game, was he a pioneer in the world of gay for pay? Anybody ever see that picture with Game back in the days? He had the thong on up in the club. I see one of my sponsors in the live chat. CreditWizPro.com. Salute. Anybody ever seen that picture with Game? Google Game stripper. Has he owned up to that picture? That's him. That's not a Photoshop job. He was popping his booty back in the days. And what was that show he was on? Game was on some dating show, and he was a simp ass nigga. Wasn't his hair blonde and he had a nose ring? Guys, sit tight on the phone lines. We on some bullshit right now. My nigga Big Key, sit tight. I see you, sir. What was that? Some type of dating show. And the girl wasn't fucking with him. Change of heart. Hold on, I got time for the bullshit. Wait a minute. Y'all got me going now. Game, change of heart. Hey, Jason. Hey, girl. Game. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. The internet is undefeated. I'm putting this in the live chat right now. Child, it's messy. Damn, look at that nigga sitting there, skinning and grinning, Kool-Aid smile, and the girl ain't fucking with him. Yeah. Game was popping his booty back in the days. Johnny, I get your donation. Zach Lee, a.k.a. Big Rainbow. Area code 347. Good evening. We're talking about the brawl in Orlando. Are you up to speed? 347?
Yo, big dog. What's going on?
Oh, shit. The white Denzel, a.k.a. Rory. Good to hear from you, man.
Yo, everything's good. Yeah, I seen the madness. I seen the.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
Come on.
First thing, let me get this out the way real quick, Shaw.
Come on.
One of your sponsors have been throwing like subliminals out there towards me. And, I caught it. I caught the rebroadcast or whatever it was on Monday. And I just wanted to, Precise. If you got something you want to say to me or you want to get online when I'm on the line, then, just say what you ever got to say, Precise. But don't be hiding when I'm not calling in, man. So if you want to talk to me, we can settle the issue.
Hold on a second, Rory. Let me. Guys, is Precise in the live chat? Where is Precise? Is Precise to PR? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall. Me and him never said two words to each other, but I heard him throw subliminals. So
Okay.
He's another Cali bussy boy. You want to say something? Let me say something, man. Don't mention my name. Don't be scared to mention my name.
Oh shit. Okay.
Fuck.
All right. So I'm gonna email Precise. Let me find his information. But Roy, where do you want to start, man? We got the brawl, man. Disney World, Orlando.
Oh,
shit is lit. Where do you want to start, man?
Dog, I saw that. It's just another case of urban heifers gone wild. That's urban heifers gone wild. They look so bad it wasn't even funny, man. They were dressed up like a gang. They all came down there with the same outfit on. There was at least 12 to 15 of them. I don't know if they don't tell me they came from a church, because that would really like blow my mind if that was like a church outing. That's why they all had the same outfit on. But if that was Ebenezer Baptist Church having a day out at Disneyland, and they turned up like that, then all hope is lost. All hope is lost. But I want to say salute to the white people in the video for being keeping civility and being the voice of reason as usual when things like that go down.
Okay.
And I want and being in New York, I mean, I've grown up around Indians too. There's not a culture I haven't grown up around.
Okay.
And Indians, by and large, are super passive aggressive. They have their philosophy is more passive than the Asians. The Asians would be more aggressive than the Indians. The Indians are really passive, and for you to get into it with them and act all like you had to do something to them. They are never going to come out of it. They're not going to cut a line. They're not going to, a lot of times they'll let shit like that go and keep it to themselves, That's why they're always nodding their head while they're talking. Like, oh, hello, how are you? And all of that. They're like very agreeable people. They're very passive people,
Well, now, hang on a second, Rory. Let's not act like being passive has benefited East Indians, because if we go back to Gandhi, how many East Indians were slaughtered by the British by way of his passive, approach and wanting to give the enemy the upper hand and have them acknowledge people being passive. Do you know the number, roughly?
I don't know the numbers on that. I do know with the partition of India,
over 400,000 killed by the British.
That was some of the
over 400,000
in the world
killed
when Pakistan was created
by the British.
The Muslims, the Muslims and the Hindus killed each other like there was no tomorrow.
And let me just add this. Hold on a second. Hang on, because you and I we talk. Gandhi felt that Israel should let others rule them and be passive. Do you know that? And when I say others, who am I talking about?
He's talking about the Muslims, the Arabs.
Palestinians. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
The Palestinians, the Muslims.
Gandhi felt felt that the Israel as a whole should their future should be in the hands of the Palestinians. They should be passive. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, how is he going to have an opinion on some shit like that when he lied down in the road and rolled for like what he did. He rolled for like 100 miles while the British were slaughtering his people. And he's going to go up there and give some manifestation to another race of people and tell them
that's what I just said.
Be as pastors as we were.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, man. No, Irish people never laid down to the English. My people never laid down to the English. We fought them for 800 years until finally we could get fucking some sort of freedom and get away from them. So no, I don't blame the Israelis for not listening to that old bullshit. You know, you should let somebody else control you or some old shit like that. That goes back to what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on a second, Rory. Hold on. Rory, hold on. Okay, 818. Let's get it. Let's go. 818.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to recognize that no one even mentioned the motherfucking drag queen, pussy boy, sucking off a motherfucking boom bop type pop star. You know what I'm talking about? That's the first thing first. So that was addressed.
Hey, Precise, I just need you to pull back on the F-bomb. Precise.
He was a racist piece of
Precise.
shit.
Precise.
Dude, talk, because I can't scream with him.
Hold on. No. We're not going to do the F-bombs. Now, hold on a second. Hold on. Precise, you can respond, but you can't do the F-bombs, homie. He's right here. We can't do the F-bombs like that, homie. Not on, you know.
I'm just saying, the man talking like...
Talk over you, and then I'm going to talk.
Well, you go ahead and talk.
That's a normal conversation.
We need to talk, but
let's
the bottom line is... Okay, well, let me know who's first.
You've been doing this YouTube thing a long time.
Let me know
you should
who's
understand
first, man.
that, right?
You know what I'm saying? I've been doing nigga, I done shut down the Klan. You understand me? You do not know who you talking to, but let's get it started tonight.
I'm not the Klan. I'm from New York City.
Guys, okay, hang on a second. Hold on a second. Hold
say
on.
Nigga and then get started, say nigga.
Hold
that's
on.
All you can do.
Okay,
I'm not the Klan, man.
Okay.
I'm not the Klan.
Rory, you're gonna go first, and then we'll bring Precise. And hold on a second. Okay, Rory, you go first. Precise is on the line, and then I'll bring Precise in one at a time, please.
Yeah, you know, this guy is a total idiot. He has a YouTube channel for years already. You're talking to 8 or 10 years. And he got precisely like 2,000 subscribers. That's all he got. You got guys come out of prison and talk about bad prison food and booty banners. They got more subscribers than him, you know. And this dude is trans. I mean, what kind of a gender-neutral name is Precise? That sounds like a transsexual. You know what I'm saying? I'm precise. I'm precision on the Willy Bobo.
Okay.
You know, so this dude's a Fruit Loop, man. He walks around with more accessories. He walks around with more accessories than I ever seen on any broad, man. He got bracelets. He got earrings. He got gender-neutral sunglasses in all different colors. He got pink, fuchsia, bright green, you know, and the motherfucker wears...
Okay, Rory, you cannot do the F-bomb. Slow down, Rory. Guys, we cannot do the F-bombs. Precise, you're back on the line. Go ahead, Precise.
Yeah, shut up, boy. But again, you know, sit down, because you're going to understand that we gave you any kind of coup that you have right now, son. You're going to understand we found you in the caves. Then you moved to daggone Rome. Then you moved to daggone Greece. Then you got it back in the Vatican and got your dang gay agenda going again. See, we understand that you're going to speak up for anybody who's bussy boy or anything of that nature, because right now you are waving that daggone flag. Honestly, nothing coming out your mouth besides the trans D, whatever. Fuck, I don't care. The trans dick is not going to goddamn do anything. You understand? You got to, you cannot make a point. You're not profound at all. All you do is get frustrated with people and go nigger, 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 nigger. And that's all you got. But your mammy, I promise you, love that nigger dick in the bottom of her esophagus. You understand that? And again, is this the argument? He's got glasses. He's got gender neutral. My nigga, I'm a man. Everything on me is natural, you dig? I've never sucked a dick.
Okay, now hang on a second. Precise, let me ask you a question, because Rory said that one of the times you called in, you threw a shot at Rory. Is that accurate?
No, I didn't throw a shot just at Rory, bro. What I did is I threw a shot at every one of you. So that's Rory and everybody. I put everybody that's racist is what I'm saying. Anybody that said something. So if I can name some names right now, then you'd be like, oh, you over here talking about somebody else.
Precise. Hang on a second. Precise. Hold on a second. I'm here.
You know what I'm saying?
Hang on. So now if you didn't call him out, then this conversation doesn't have to happen. He was under the impression.
No, hey. Well, then you know what? I'm calling all of them. I wasn't speaking about him specifically, but now that you just said my name, we speaking specifically now. I don't care where it goes.
Okay.
You understand that? Okay. But again, you want to go about subscribers, man? Like I said, I got people in the streets that shut down the Klansmen, bruh. Okay. You understand? Like literally. These are real stories. Won't you really go to my daggone page and get yourself learned, son? Won't you really go to my page and get enlightened? Or don't bring your damn trans-sucking bitch-ass motherfucking ass to my damn...
Okay, Precise. Slow down on the F-bombs. We're doing great, but just please slow down on the F-bombs, please.
You ever see him?
Okay, guys, one at a time.
I'm working up.
One at a time.
He looked like Little John and Cindy Lauper had a crack baby. That's what he looked like. He looked like Little John and Cindy Lauper had a crack baby.
What are you talking about?
Man, why you got extensions in your hair?
You probably sound stupid.
Why you got extensions in your hair?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. You got trans-neutral glasses. You walking around with gender-neutral clothes and gender-neutral hair and gender-neutral sunglasses.
Okay, Rory, you have the floor. We're going to go back and forth. I'm going to take the time out of my schedule to let you guys hash this out one at a time.
This cat dug up the booty, man. This guy, every time he call in, he sound like he got his pussy rearranged like 5 minutes before he call in. Come on, man. Yo, get rid of the hair extensions. Get rid of the gold teeth. You know, the YouTube channel ain't hitting. FedEx is hiring. You know, don't come at me with no subliminals, man. If you got something to say to me, say it to me, man. And all that black power shit you do is corny because you half white. Anybody could tell you're half white.
Okay.
Do you want a mirror?
Okay.
Do you want a mirror?
Okay, Rory, hold on. Rory, hold on.
Want a mirror?
Hold on. I'll let you speak. Let's bring Precise back on. Precise, you have the floor. Precise, you have the floor, sir. You have the floor.
Hey, man, I'll just say it like this, man. Go out to the sun. Enjoy the sun, man, because it's coming for your people. Anybody that's been saying all that bullshit, you see what's going on in Europe, boy. Don't get caught up in that heat wave. You understand that, Pinky? Hey, you see what's going on in India. You see what's going on the Western Hemisphere, bruh. There's a lot of heat waves out here, ain't it? Yeah, that's because we got that mama nature that's saying, you know what? We not taking this no more. We taking out all you racist, pilgrim, colonized, pink toe, have no culture, literally was in the caves. That's where the goddamn homosexuality, that's where the pedophilia, and that's where the incest came from. You pink toe motherfuckers.
Okay, hold on. Precise on the screen. Let's make sure we're precise. Let's make sure we're promoting your platform. I'm about driving that traffic. The Precise Live, live show on YouTube. Let's get promote your platform.
7:30.
Promote your platform. Come on.
7:30 p.m. Pacific time every Wednesday. Don't worry, baby. We on the ride. Let's see what you end up doing without having something stuck in your behind. You know what I'm saying? But this is real heterosexual, real black. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, hold
on. Straight down the cut, off the ether. No kind of bullshit said. We straight go to the, man, you're going to get the real deal here. I'm just watching my language. But again, the last episode was crazy. We went in on Black Lives Matter. Oh, my God, it was great. I gave personal stories about it and really let people, you know what I'm saying? And also, I seen the video.
Okay, hang on a second. Precise, can you see the screen right now? Precise, can you see the screen? I'm here to promote you, player. I'm here to promote you.
Yes, sir. Yep. Okay. I see you. Hey, and you already know, man. We doing business.
Okay, I want to bring,
bring
Rory back on. Hold on a second. Let me bring Rory back on. I would love for you guys to talk at the same time, but you're on top of each other. Can we do one at a time? Can we do one at a time, please?
Yeah, could you imagine somebody going to his YouTube channel for knowledge? Could you imagine that? This dude looked like Little John and Cindy Lauper had a crack baby. You know, he ain't talking no knowledge. He's half white. I don't know. He's talking all this extra black shit. You half white. You get a whole sunburn, dude. You get a whole sunburn. You don't have no mirrors in your house? You mad about that? You try to overcompensate with the gold teeth? That don't work, man. You got a gender neutral name. You look like gender neutral type of dude. You got extensions in your hair. You got bamboo earrings, all types of bracelets and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't ever come on here throwing subliminals and try to get at me. This is my house. This is the white Denzel, man. You know, don't even get me started, Storm, because
all right, hang on.
He's all
okay,
man.
Hold on. Okay, guys, hold on a second. Flamethrower tapping in with the donation. Flamethrower says Rory doesn't know that guy from a hole in the wall because glory holes are faceless. Okay. Precise, you have the floor. This is the last round. Precise, you have the floor.
Again, I'm going to just say it like this. It shows your level of knowledge that all you can do is mention outside shit. I guarantee you my motherfucking dreads is longer than...
Precise, watch the F-bomb, please.
But the
watch
thing is,
the
nobody even
F-bomb.
understand what the fuck you
Why
saying.
are you talking, white boy? Why are you talking? He getting ready to lose, y'all.
Nobody can understand what the fuck
Here he
you
comes,
saying.
nigga. That's all he got.
All right, guys, you're killing my algorithm right now. I have to cut this short. Precise.
Look at that. Look at that. You such a sucker. You got to make some shit up.
Okay,
All you are
Rory.
is pink,
All right, precise. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Precise. You have to listen, homie. You have to listen. I cannot do the screaming. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, listen, we can't continue with the F-bombs, but I did email you. Rory's on the line. Have a great night. Let's talk before the week is out, man, all right? Salute.
Stay elevated, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we the realest blackest show on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Just know that.
Thank you. Okay, Precise. Okay. All right, Rory, you're back.
Come on over here.
Rory, hang on. We have to watch the F-bomb. We have to, man.
All right.
Have to. All right, sit tight. Let me go to Cash App. Guys, on the screen, Asian Doll, it drops tomorrow. Let's do a drill. And in my community section is a link to Asian Doll's Instagram page. Please go there and tell her that the Star Report sent you, okay? Rory, sit tight. Let me go to Cash App. All right, Houston, he says, I had to redo the banner. Okay, Houston, hold on a second, man, because I got to get to these Cash Apps, man. I appreciate you, but, it's business over bullshit, all right? Okay, someone else wants to do a consultation. I will respond tomorrow morning. Hey, Tara. Tara says exposure to radiation, water, and chemtrails. Oh, okay, Tara getting deep with it. Thank you, darling, for your donation. You're appreciated. Rory tapping in. I got your donation, Rory. Thank you so much. Hey, Doris. Doris says Sesame Place sent those brawlers to Disney. We didn't think of that. Salute to you, Doris. Doris says Sesame Place sent those brawlers to Disney. That was fire, Doris. That was a hell of a Cash App. Mark, I got your email, yes, but we're not talking about that tonight, Mark. Thank you so much. Barrington got your donation. Where's Zach Lee? Where's Zach Lee's caregiver, Stacy Galore? Question mark, hashtag per. Okay. And, okay. Something else I purchased is being shipped. Okay, thank you so much. I'll get back to that later. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, thank you for tapping in, sir. Hey, Dominique. Dominique, what's going on with you? Dominique, do you still have your wrench in the live chat? If not, email me, Dominique. That's my alleged daughter. She got it lit. Let me make sure. Dominique, send me an email if you don't have that wrench, because I always want you to have a wrench in the live chat. Rory, I'm going to finish up with you, man. Did we discuss are people born gay, Rory, or was that did we go?
Shit, Star, I don't know. But I think I don't know about that one. I think some of them are. But there's merit to what you say on dudes faking the funk. Because like I said, I don't know, these black dudes taking this whole gay shit to a whole nother level. They're out here wearing Crocs and like tube tops, and they got a whole beard, like a big old beard and shit. And I don't know. I know it all started in Africa, but so I don't know. Maybe it's coming full circle or some shit. But
all right, Rory, you gotta watch the SHIT. We're killing the algorithm. Come on,
it's being pushed.
We're killing the algorithm. Rory, hey, Rory. He's got a hearing problem at times. Rory, we're killing the algorithm. Please watch the SHIT. You're doing good. Just slow down. Come on.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I don't know. Ever since it hit, like the last few years, it hit mainstream media. It seems like maybe I'll say this: they're using black people to push that agenda. You know, and they're falling for it hook, line, and sinker. They're in lockstep with it. You know, you see people like Omar Epps wearing a skirt. You see all these NBA players wearing dresses and skirts. You don't see Tom Brady wearing no goddamn skirt. You don't see no white athletes and white actors coming up on there wearing no skirts and shit like that and pretending to be like straight. So I don't know. I think probably they're using the black community or the black Hollywood to promote that. But yeah, it's influential. And, you know, it's happening in Atlanta.
Now, hang on a second, Rory. You are from Ireland, not Scottish, right? Ireland.
No, I ain't Scottish.
Okay. Sean Connery.
Yeah.
The best James Bond wore a kilt.
Facts.
Back in the days. A kilt.
Yeah.
He was Scottish. Rest in peace. The best James Bond. A man's man, you know?
But
hang on a second. Sean Connery, listen, I'm so old. I remember when Sean Connery did an interview with Barbara Walters. I forget what year this was. And he said, and I quote, "Every woman deserves a good rap in the mouth at some point."
Word. Word.
But
there's an Irish saying. It's called a bang on the ear. Okay. You know? And when she gets a little bit stupid, you give her a little bang on the ear, like a little slap, and send her on home. I'll be home in a couple of hours. Man, don't be telling me come home now.
Okay.
You send her on her way with a bang on the ear. You know, so yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way I feel it's supposed to be. I mean, I'm not a misogynist, but you know, nowadays women crazy out of line. Crazy out of line.
Okay.
They want to know what your bank account is before they want to know what your name is.
Right.
Like, bitch, what's in your bank?
Right.
The hell's in your bank account?
Rory, I got to go, man. Good to talk to you. Thank you for tapping in. Good to talk to
Cool.
you. Man. Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
All right, Rory tapping in. That was a little drain, but, you know, he and Precise had to work that out. And I want people to be able to hear without all the confusion. Hey, Toby, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Toby says, I'm taking a break from the 1-6 hearing and lodged and to hear people yelling and cursing at you and decided to do a welfare check. Have a good night. Thank you, Toby. Guys, on the screen, my subtopic are people born gay. Things are different now. This is just me thinking out loud. My source for this particular question is the reality, and you can Google this on your own, and some of you have already, I'm sure. Gay for pay. This is an industry. Males and females who claim to be heterosexual, going on dates as escorts, having intimate encounters, being part of the workforce, customer service, talking with a more gay-friendly persona, you know, but yet claiming to be heterosexual. So, you know, I'm thinking, nigga, are people born gay? Maybe Maybe they've always been acting. I don't know. Sometimes you have somebody on the line and he or she is trying to help you and they say, "Oh my God, you're so amazing." Yeah, you're so amazing. I hate that fucking word, amazing. They want to act so neutral, so passive. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Oh my God. Firestarter, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He says, AK said he is open to having you on your podcast. Would you go? On his podcast? What do you mean, Academics? Academics said he is open to having you on his podcast. Would you? Absolutely. That's my guy, Academics, man. He knows that. We didn't have chemistry on Everyday Struggle, but I still salute him for his place in media. I'm objective with it, you know. And listen, I got me a check, man. 17,000 racks a month. I can't be mad at that guy. Did he say that, or are you trolling, Firestarter? Send me a link. Send me a link, okay? But thank you for your donation. Big Aki tapping in. He says, F-U-C-K to Caesar Emmanuel. How do you beat a small dog that's obedient? That's some sucker-ish. They should have bigger niggas beat his ass with a chair. Man, that video rubbed me the wrong way. Caesar Emmanuel. Prior to him doing that, not that my opinion means anything, I thought he was the one on that show, Black Ink Crew, that was very deserving of his success. I didn't watch a show like that. What's that light-skinned chick's name? She's got the tattooed up. Her and her son don't get along or didn't get along. Light-skinned chick from Harlem. I thought she was hot. That guy broke my heart, man. Not that he should care, but yes, Caesar Emmanuel. Hit the little dog with the chair. Kicked the cage down the hill, which was a different dog. What's that chick's name from Black Ink Crew? I think that's her. Hang on a second, Scott. She has some big old titties. Hold on a second. Black. I think that's her, yeah. Okay, she's popping. 4.5 million subscribers or followers, pardon me, on Instagram. Yeah, that's her. That's her. I mean, I only paid attention to the show for her. I have literally only seen 3 or 4 episodes. Not that I'm, just so above it, but I just, I was busy. And I thought he was pretty cool, the couple of episodes that I saw. But when you beat on a dog, my nigga, I gotta flip on you like a flapjack. He's the new Michael Vick. Yes, troll babies? And we can see you doing it, nigga. And then the nigga said something up on the gram talking about, I'm gonna start suing bloggers. Nigga, you ain't suing nobody. Knock it off. You try to sue anybody, send a cease and desist letter. We're going to post it online and clown you even harder. Anyway, thank you, Firestarter, for the donation. Oh, is that my nigga Randy, 209, Randy in the building.
Hello, Star.
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
What's up, Star?
How you feel, man? How you feel?
I'm feeling good. I just want to say, wisdom, knowledge, all being born to understanding.
Okay. Randy, you are Dominican, a.k.a. Dominican, and I want you to keep using that N-word. I want you to keep using it, you know? Never mind how I feel personally. I won't let people use that word in my home, within my personal circles. But on this show and, you know, out and about when people are doing what it is that they do under the umbrella of black culture, feel free to use the N-word, okay?
My nigga.
My nigga. Okay. Where do you want to start? Let's go.
Oh, I want to touch on the topic, and then I want to end it with "Are people born gay?" You know.
Please go ahead.
I feel that the brawl in Disney was disgusting, and this is what happens when you have too many adults romanticizing the idea of a vacation, and then they put themselves in that scenario and they don't know how to act. You know. And the true victims are the children, you know. I saw too many adults and not enough kids. Thank God there weren't much kids in that group or where the kids were. But, you know, it's like, why do you have these grown people fighting where there's small babies and stuff? Like, what that does to a child, the psyche, is kind of gross. Like, you see elders acting in such violent ways while you're just trying to see Mickey Mouse, you know, and Minnie.
Okay.
And these are your caretakers, you know, they're acting like...
But hang on a second, Randy. To be fair, you are born and raised in New York City, yes? Or is it the Bronx? I forget.
That is correct.
Okay.
New York, Manhattan, Uptown.
Okay. Something happened back in the days. You had to get out of Dodge and head out west. You're not even 27 years of age yet, correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. You know, we can talk about black folk all day, every day. Hang on. Would you care to acknowledge? And I think we have before. Would you care to acknowledge the Dominicans who, in my opinion, are doing most of that shooting on the scooters in New York City?
Oh, of course, I'll touch on that.
Yeah. Let's get to those lowlifes and animals because they are shooting in broad daylight every day.
Oh, they're shooting at the bus stop, yeah.
No, they're shooting at each other. They're shooting, and they don't give a goddamn if kids are playing Scully, the Dominicans, on the goddamn scooters in broad daylight. That's who's doing that shooting, not FBA in New York City. Please, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, we're boosting the crime rate. We're selling crack on the streets, you know. We're really going back to the old griminess of the 60s, you know. Yeah. It's really, really messed up out here. But all I want to say is it's the popular culture that's pushed to the youth, you know. Bronx drill plays a huge part in this because now it's killing for sport and for a career, you know. I can do all this violence, get a record deal, and make a career out of it. So these young Hispanic kids are killing for sport now. And, you know, they're not picking up a basketball or a video game. They're running straight to the streets and killing each other. So, yeah, they don't care who they hit because they don't have the, like you say sometimes, I don't have the age to have the wisdom and knowledge to a man of that's much older than me. They're like 15, 13, you know, going straight to the street. So they don't have the, they don't care for human life. They think it's a game.
Now, hang on a second. If you're not, you know, familiar with the discussion that we're having or you're new to the show, this is the objective perspective. Randy is 27, I forget.
26 years old.
Let me write this down, 26. A frequent caller. I appreciate his perspective. I'm so old. I went to Pardon me. The last high school I went to was George Washington High School in Uptown Manhattan, class of '82, and that was Dominican land, mostly Dominicans in that particular school. I never had any issues, never had any fights, nothing. You know, and just I knew how to maneuver. But here's the thing. I'm not going to let anybody use hip-hop or drill rap as the reason why those Dominicans, who I've already went on record and said, are doing the most shooting on those scooters. No, they just, this is what they do. This is what they come over from the Dominican Republic doing. I've seen them do it for decades. I've been intertwined
generations.
I've been intertwined with them for generations. I think drill rap and rap music as a whole is getting a bad rap or bad name because of those young Dominican savages who have always been doing what they do, and they're doing it now with no regard for human life. Please take it from there.
Oh, yes, no regard for human life because, this isn't our land, so we don't have a culture here. So we try to hide under an umbrella or a culture or lack of, So, sometimes we come from hardworking parents that don't have the energy to, do parenting. So we grow up very primal-like, and we spend a whole bunch of time amongst our peers that are very violent and vulgar. So, when we jump off the porch, we have nothing to do but be menaces to society sometimes, I have some friends that are doing football numbers and, they've been in and out of jail since 15, Yeah. It's just what we fall victim to, or the world that we create for ourselves,
Bingo. Hang on a second. Stop right there. I'm not going to let you play victim because most of the parents that come here who do not even speak English, they want their children to be better and to do better. But their children,
to thrive.
Their children have a better understanding of how things work in America, more so than their parents. And they are going to school and learning how to speak English better than their parents. And they then think that they are smarter than their parents. Thus the reason why they think that no one can tell them what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and look at this. Like you said, we come and we adapt this culture. So we also not look down at the culture that what was, but, the term now is developing nations. We look back at what it was that they had to, and we're so disconnected from that we don't even want to. The vision that they had for us is so far removed that why would I go to school for 4 years when I could make that loan in one jux, in one lick through scamming? And that is the culture that we adapt, and then we try to play victim, because that America has a victim mentality in certain aspects of the hood. I did bad because bad was done to me, and so on and so forth. My uncle was in and out of jail. We followed that whole it's a family bloodline, but nobody cares to break the generational curse. It's the same rat race.
Hey man, I appreciate you being honest at your young age, and I say young respectfully because again, I was intertwined with many of those people from different countries, and because I was new to New York, willing to learn, accepting of the bullshit, a snob, bougie, on coke, I didn't feel that a lot of what they were doing was my business. So when I was out and about, whether I was rolling with the shower posse, collecting money, and on coke, I would see people get stuck in the face with screwdrivers or whacked in the head with fucking machetes. I wouldn't even blink.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would watch people get thrown down the stairs in the projects, beg for their lives. Now, I'm not going to confess to any murders or anything like that, but hey, as long as I'm getting a bag and some coke, I don't care what you animals do. This is what you do where you came from. That was my thinking. I want you to finish up, man, because I'm getting ready to get out of here shortly. Please.
Okay, I just wanted to touch on the being born gay thing. I just wanted
please.
to say, to close that up, we we do savage-like things in the Caribbeans and the islands that we come from, Jamaica,
You're
Puerto Rico.
goddamn right you do.
No, it's in our DNA. It's in our culture. We have the battle of, we have the conqueror in us, and we have the conquered. So it's an internal battle, and it's not gonna be fixed no time soon,
Yeah.
So the world is gonna burn, and we're gonna add on fuel to the flame.
All right, now hang on a second, Randy. My showrunner. I'm going to get back to that shortly. Right now, I have one of my sponsors on the screen, www.smartlandbuyers.com. But the question: are people born gay? Your thoughts on that, Randy, please.
I don't think people are born gay because in nature there is law. You farmed, so you understand that there's a feminized plant and there's a male plant, and that's what you need to keep the cycle of life going. And I just want to bring it into the matter of law, and that's what it is. It's biblical, it's scientifical, and we aren't born craving sexual activity. That's not something that we are born craving. That is something that we develop when our body calls for our mortality. We die, so we need to plant our seed and we need to procreate. So we do it out of survival, and then we add fetishes, we add lust, we add our own ideology due to the dopamine hit that we get when we do the act that wasn't done so much back then, but now we're desensitized to violence and sex and so on and so forth, that we grow fetishes for things. And that's what I think being gay is a kink, It's what someone finds to be their niche of their avenue of finding pleasure and playing.
Okay. Good to talk to you, Randy. Have a good night, man. Have a good night.
Yeah. It's a learned behavior, if you will.
Thank you, Randy. Have a good night.
Hi.
Thank you. Okay. Randy tapping in. Guys, I want to welcome back one of my sponsors. I'm going to give them premium placement starting tomorrow. www.yourpainyourgain.com. If you need help getting a bag, contact www.yourpainyourgain.com. Tell them Star sent you. You'll get a consultation, a free consultation. And thank you for taking part in the discussion tonight. I thought it was healthy. If I missed any cash apps, hey, Dominique. Okay, I will make the adjustments on that tomorrow, Dominique. Thank you so much. Terrence, I got your cash app. Terrence says Star Creflo Dollar was wrong, but do you accept ties? I most certainly do, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right, for your donation. GE Sage. Animals are born gay, so yes, humans are probably also. Okay, if you say so. Thank you for tapping in. D Love got your donation. Too many Y chromosomes for females. Too many times for males. Okay. Oh, man. Hold on a second. Hey, you are my last caller. I just saw your cash app. Can you pronounce your name, please, so I don't mess it up?
Hello?
Yes, good evening. You're my last caller. Can you pronounce your name so I don't mess it up? Your name.
Oh, well, my it's under Albarrio Life, which is my brand name.
Albarrio. Thank you for your
East
support,
Harlem,
man.
Spanish Harlem on the check-in.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your donation. Where do you want to start? You're my last caller.
Oh man, damn, that's what's up. I seen the Disney video.
Yeah.
It was out of line, but usually when I don't really want to say minorities, but minorities, like people of color, when they inside like amusement parks and shit, the Karens get to watching and staring hard, and they got something to say about anything you do. They start huffing and puffing when you on the line, and then shit pop off, man. People get fed up real quick. It's hot, it's sunny, And then, but the Karens be going crazy when you're in these amusement parks.
Okay.
And they see people of color. They start huffing and puffing when you get too close. I've seen it a lot in these amusement parks, man. But
hang on a second now. You sent in a nice donation. I'm going to take the time to try and have a discussion about what you're saying. Even if Karen, kicks up a little dust, says something slick, why does it appear? Why does it appear that certain cultures become combative and contentious? Why? Well, why does it have to go to violence? So what? Karen's looking at you. She's oh my God, what are you doing? Do you belong here? So what? Why can't you just clap back verbally and have a jousting session, just being condescending and cynical? Why does it have to become physical? I don't give a fuck. Why does it go to that?
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know how to. Majority of us from the ghetto don't know how to argue. We not as fast and witty with the arguments.
Okay.
We talk with our hands.
Okay.
It's like, you say certain things. Don't let the Karen say something that you didn't understand. That automatically means disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that one word you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that as you disrespecting me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate, though. It's unfortunate to see. But
I appreciate you being honest about what you just said. How old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
Okay. A hypothetical situation. I don't do hypotheticals, but I'm gonna spit one out here because again, you sent a nice donation. You're driving at home. You're driving home by yourself. 3:00 in the morning. Two white cops pull you over, and they say, "Where are you coming from? Where are you going?" Now, in reality, in most states, you don't have to tell a cop where you're coming from or where you're going, but they say this to you. Where are you coming from and where are you going? What would you say to the cops?
I'm cooperating. I'm telling them where I'm coming from and where I'm going. Me personally.
Okay. You would tell them exactly. You tell them exactly where you came from.
3:00 in the morning, two white cops. That sounds like a death penalty.
Okay. So you would give them the information as opposed to trying to be funny, somewhat, sort of.
Yeah, I'm giving up the information.
Okay.
Me personally. Well, especially if I'm by myself.
Right. Yeah.
I ain't got nobody to hold me down, witness this.
Yeah.
I'm not about to play kamikaze with the male Karens, with the badge and the gun. We're not doing that.
Right. Yeah.
I don't got no wins. Two of them?
Right.
I don't got no wins. There's no wins.
You say the wrong thing, the 9mm comes out.
Exactly. And if I ain't going that route, then I might as well just cooperate.
Right.
This New York. I'm from the city, man.
Right.
You're not gonna just go crazy at 3:00 in the morning on the highway.
Right. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You be on Instagram in the morning.
Yeah. Handcuffed and pepper spray all in your face.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I done been to situations in the projects where cops late night run down and, "Where you from?" And I'm like, "Where you from? You're not from here, But there's no wins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no wins.
That's taking a chance when you say that, Take a chance. But listen,
man, it's real.
I appreciate your patience. Thank you for your support. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yes,
Good
sir.
night.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Guys, thank you for partaking in the show tonight. We discussed the brawl at Disney World. And Rory and Precise had a chance to address each other. Devious J, I want to get you on the line, man. Tomorrow or Saturday, if you're available, Devious J, and I'm going to post another one of your videos in the community section tomorrow. All right. You guys have a great night, what's left of it. And let me get some of my sponsors on the screen here. Hey, if you have any issues or concerns about herpes, please go to this website, www.blackbodyworks.com, and tell them I sent you, okay? Take care. Good night.